surplus over the 33% reserve of $82,647, and PILT at $57,353 added to for a surplus to make $140,000 to go into law enforcement. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose the same?
No.
No. Note, Franklin is a no. Motion carried. Anything else?
The last one is, we voted last week to offer our employees a 45-cent per hour raise. Again, this will help the law enforcement budget because they do have so many employees. But I would like to suggest that that overall sum come from the PILT fund. We're sitting on just over $900,000 uncommitted funds right now. Again, it is not taxpayer dollars, and it gives department heads a year to roll that money into their budgets versus having to do that at this time. So I would move that we pay the 45-cent per employee raise or COLA from PILT.
I voted against the restart open, so I still say no.
Second. It's been moved and seconded then that we take a 45-cent an hour raise from PILT. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Opposed, Franklin is a no.
Do you
Bill?
have a total amount of what that's going to amount to for a year? The 45-cent raise?
At a quick guess, it's probably about 80,000. At a 20-cent raise, it was roughly 20,000 without the benefits. So you double this plus the benefits. I would just guess in the 80,000 figure.
Okay.
Debbie ran some preliminary numbers and they end up about 76,000, so he's close.
Anything else for the good of the order? Question? Yes, Trudy.
Madam Chair, Trudy Southwick. If you're taking the money from PILT this year, are you gonna have to take money from PILT next year to keep her budget where it's supposed to be?
That's an unknown.
I can answer that a little bit. In 2008, raises were taken out of PILT before Elaine and I got here, and it's stayed on PILT ever since. This year, we actually wrapped it into the budgets. So by following that practice, it is conceivable and I think quite likely that we would be able to wrap up this year's raises. It just gives department heads a year to be able to figure that out rather than instantly having that hit.
I understand that, but I'm talking about the law enforcement where you're making the $57,353 from PILT to help bring her budget to where it's supposed to be. Are you gonna have to do that again next year? Because that's revenue that's,
I don't think so. If you look at the numbers,
I don't have a
get to
copy
the
of that
page.
yet.
For her department, it would be probably about a third of that, so about 25,000. And last year, her expenses, the law enforcement expenses came in actual quite a bit shy of projected. So she would have, let's see, probably about, adding the cash, it looks like there'd be about 100 grand there. So with that difference, she'd be able to wrap up $20,000, $25,000 pretty easily. If not, you know, we can discuss that with her. I think we're gonna have to meet quarterly to kind of see where that budget was. It was looking very strong in January when we got together. So that might be a good assist to meet quarterly. But I personally don't see that as an issue, you know, depending on the management of the funds.
Okay, thank you.
Cheryl?
I just want to be sure that I understand that the health insurance premiums for county employees in the recent past had been paid by the taxpayer. That there was an increase of $104 a month per employee. You had originally agreed to pay $64 to that increase. And then you recently increased it to $84 a month. So the employee is paying $20 a month for their health insurance premium. Is that right?
No,
It's more than that, Cheryl,
It's just
because we have been
increase.
paid a portion of it for several years.
Oh, see, that's where I misunderstood.
Yeah, that's just the increase from April.
So they had been paying some of the premium previously.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just the increase that went from $64 a month to $84 a month.
82, yes.
Oh, 82. So they're paying $22 a month of that increase.
Yes,
Mhm.
in addition to what they've already paid,
Right.
or what they are already paying.
And it would be a surplus of not 100, but 79 in the sheriff's department.
Other question? Public comment? Franklin? Laura?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, with that, I'll adjourn. Thank you, everybody.
Did you hear how? Oh,
It's a short day.
Lauren, did you have a chance to ask Tammy or Matt on that budget information?
Tammy doesn't work on Fridays, she's sick on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So she should communicate to you today.
Okay.
I need to talk to her about the budget, whether we finished it.
Okay.
So she should be able to give that to you.
Great.
Yeah, and I'll also discuss the,
Oh, thanks.
No,
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 So
Yeah.
it's not showing your 19.
Okay,
Yeah,
great, thank you.
you bet. Paul? No kidding, I was gonna do that with Patsy, and I thought, that's probably not a good idea. Isn't he fantastic? I did, I liked it, yeah. Oh, it'd be gorgeous. We have this face painter who, 2 years ago, he called me, said, "I'll paint faces, I'll paint for a spot," and usually we pay for that service. Just this great character of Missoula. And he's such a hit with the kids, they just love him, he does a great job, so he was doing adults this year, starting with Patsy Ross.
If you sign in those kids, some of them have their whole face painted, some just the eyes, some.
I saw them, yeah.
Wasn't he good?
It was that something, yeah, I saw it.
Hey, Paul.